In this video, we want to talk about how we can use our graphing calculator to evaluate a definite integral. So the first way that we can do this is by going to y equals and typing in our function. So I'm going to use x squared plus 5x. And when we graph our function, we can see the graph on our screen, and then we want to go to the calculate menu. So we're going to hit second trace to access the calculate menu, and then we want option 7. Then it's going to ask for your lower limit. So let's integrate this function from -2 to 1. So I'm going to type in -2, hit enter, and +1, and hit enter, and watch the magic happen. So what I like about integrating on the graph screen is it will highlight the region that you are integrating and finding the area between the x-axis and the curve for this type of problem. However, there can be times where integrating on the graph screen may not be as accurate as if you integrate on the home screen. So it's always best to integrate from the home screen. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. So I'm going to hit second quit to get back to my home screen. If we go under the math menu, notice that option 9 has function integration. So we're going to select that option, and then it will give you a template to fill in. So I'm going to use the same bounds and same function from before. So we're going to go from -2 to 1, and we're going to use x squared plus 5x as our function, and then make sure you select your variable of integration and then hit enter. The other thing that you can do when you are integrating on the home screen, if you already have your function typed in y equals, is after you type in your bounds, you can just recall the function name rather than having to retype the function expression, which can be very helpful if you have a very complicated function expression. So since my function was located in y1, I'm going to recall the variable y1. So I could go under variables and go over to y variable, select function, and then select y1, and it will copy and paste it there in my template. Or a shortcut that you can use to still access that y variable menu is to hit alpha trace, and then you can access any of the y variables here just by selecting the appropriate number beside the one that you want. So we're going to select 1 and then dx, and we have our integral. So hopefully you found this helpful in learning how to evaluate a definite integral. This is one of the 4 required skills on the AP Calculus exam. If you have any questions about how to do this on your own calculator, feel free to reach out to your teacher, and I hope you have a good day.